Well, hello, 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 everybody. We're live with Max. Hi, Sylvia. Sylvia, welcome to give us a Bok Bok. Yeah, Miss Sylvia's a number. Yes. Yes, yes. Well, hello, hello, everybody. I'm... Oh. Hey, Max. We're just going to get Facebook going as well. 2 seconds here while I just pop that in and hit go live on Facebook. Oh boy. Here we go. Live on both platforms. Hello, 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 and welcome everybody. Yeah, Max. So it's a little chilly out, so I thought I'd put on a hoodie. And Max, are you okay if I put on a hoodie while we're streaming? I'm going to put my knee down a little bit lower. All right. I'm going to shift the camera a little bit because I thought it might be kind of fun to just show how we put on a hoodie. Tango, I'll get you super in just 1 second. So I've got the hoodie. Got Velcro at the back. Hey, Max. I'm going to wear this one. We picked it out inside. So we're going to come around here. We're going to go, whoopsies, whoops. Over your head, Max. Yeah, just over your head like that. We're going to knock that down. So now we've got this sitting here with the flaps. Going to tuck underneath. Hoping I'm showing it here. One wing and another. Whoops, I'm sorry, Max. Here's one wingy dingy. I want to make sure I don't get any feathers caught in the Velcro. Second wingy dingy. I can get that just a little tighter, okay, honey? Just so it doesn't bulge on you, okay? Whoopsies. Oh, that's really strong Velcro. That's really strong Velcro. And this side, too. Okay, hon? There we go. Yep. Now you're dressed. Dressed up. Yes! That is a very good boy. Yeah, we're dressed up in a hoodie. My goodness, Max. Right. And over on YouTube, I'm going to flip this over. Got a couple of super chats. So we're just going to do a close-up here. Yeah, see. Okay, I ruffled a few feathers. I know, Max, I know. But the Velcro's in, and Max is wearing a cozy little hoodie. And he prefers the hood down. Yes, Max. There we go. Hi, Sharon. So Tango sent us a super, $10 super from Tango. Tango says, Max, are you outside enjoying the day? Everyone's waiting for you to come play. I hope you get eggies for your Saturday treat. And if you don't, you can poop on Mom's feet. The eggies are inside. I'm sorry, Tango. Max actually ate breakfast already. Wanted an earlier breakfast. He did not want to wait today. Yeah, but we've got some really pretty fall colors happening out here. So we'll just do a quick little scan. Yeah, thank you so much for the super. My goodness, hello, everybody. All right, get that to all messages. Yeah. No, Max is quite happy. Yeah, he's just sitting on my knee. Yeah, sit. No marshmallows for Max. The sugar's not good for him. So we would never let him try them. Too much sugar, right? Hi, Suzanne. Hi, Sherry. Oh my goodness, this is an exciting day. And we've got Sylvia who just joined Give Us a Bok Bok. And that's our subscriber channel here on YouTube. We also have a subscriber channel over on Facebook. And I'll talk about the sub channels just a minute. I'm just going to pop that up here. And, sorry, Facebook people, I'm just trying to get that vertical. Whoa, that's spinning on me. Let's see if I can tighten it a little bit. I think that's about the best I'm going to get for Facebook today, folks. Sorry. Yeah, I'm kind of... My Facebook tripod, secondary tripod, is a little bit touchy. Actually, just need to replace it. I've been meaning to do so, right, Max? It's just been so busy the last few weeks. There we go. Yeah, we had a fun live stream last night. Tico and Tikal had a bath and came downstairs to find that Max had decided to take his own bath in his water bowl. And that was kind of fun for you, wasn't it, Max? Yeah, a little bit shady here. The sun's sort of hiding behind a tree right now. But that's okay, right, Max? Hi, Linda. Linda just sent us 500 stars on Facebook. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you to our star senders. Oh, my goodness. And John's asking, does Max like pretzels? He does, but it's really hard to get unsalted pretzels. Yeah, the salt's no good for the birds. It's not too good for us either. Oh my goodness, Max. Yeah, we've had such a fun few days. Actually, a fun few weeks. We've had some friends in town visiting Max. Max met a couple of aunties, Auntie Sylvia, Auntie Sherry. Auntie Sherry's friend was here too, right? Yes, yes. Oh my goodness, Max. Oh, you feather. You had Parrot Palooza. You had a Parrot Club meeting this week even. And Max absolutely adores his Parrot Club meetings. He really, really does. There. Oh, it'll hold at that angle, huh? There we go. Let's see. There we go. All right, I think I've got that. Just nobody breathe too hard in the direction of the face camera. Oh. Raisin Kane says that she loves pretzels dipped in ranch dressing. I've never tried that. I actually like pretzels dipped in chocolate. Right, Max? Yes. Oh, boy. Yeah, no, we've had an exciting few weeks. Our friend Sylvia came from Germany. She's back home safely now. And the day after she landed, we met her over at Silver Springs Botanical Gardens for a walk. Now, one thing we do when people are visiting us, we don't necessarily talk too much about the fact that they're here, because we always are thinking, you know, we can save the bulk of the videos, we can save talking about it until they're back safely home. And this means that their home is not at risk of being broken into while they're out of town. It's usually a really, really good idea if you're out of town not to post about it or to only tell certain trusted people. So yeah, so we try. Oh, awesome, awesome. So yeah, but now that they're back, we can talk a little bit more. Yeah, so when Sylvia arrived, we met her the very, very next day over at Silver Springs Botanical Gardens, and she brought us some treats, didn't she, Max? Oh, you're so spoiled, honey. You're so spoiled. Yeah. And then, I mean, we had so many adventures with her. We went out to Bright Creek, which was also a trip where we went to Forget-Me-Not Pond and Elbow Falls. We went to a night market. We went to a nightlight festival. We went to Edworthy Park. And obviously Palooza, so we spent a lot of time hanging out with her. But, you know, we just hit it off. And, you know, we've got a really good friend now in Germany, which was so much fun. Then our friend Sherry came to town. She didn't have as much time in town, but the day that they landed, we actually met them for a quick walk around one of our local ponds. And then we met up with her again over at Edworthy Park, and again at Palooza. So lots and lots of Max time. So much fun. So Palooza, it's an annual event, and it grows a little bit every year. This year, by the time the afternoon hit, the event was just packed. Next year, there's some talk about possibly a larger venue, possibly expanding things. I personally would dearly love to see some guest speakers at the event and doing it, maybe with some panel speakers and whatnot. And I think it's doable, right, Max? A lot of work to organize, but it could be kind of fun. And yes, I am volunteering on that end. Oh boy, Max. But one thing that we've talked a little bit about Palooza is it's a good excuse for people to come to Calgary. Fall's usually a good time to travel. It's not too hot, not too cool yet, but September can be highly variable. Palooza is usually early October, and we don't have the dates for next year's event yet. So, yeah. But one thing a few people have talked about is doing a meetup in Calgary for Palooza. So if that's something you're interested in, make sure that you let me know. I know Raising Cane is interested. I know Sherry's interested in coming back for that, and I know a number of other people have talked about it as well. But what I was thinking is next year, we could make a little bit more of an event around it. Maybe see if we've got enough people interested, do up a room block, have some travel plans, have some event plans in advance where people know where their meetup chances are. And yeah, we could have an awful lot of fun with that, right, Max? So yeah, if that's something you're interested in, make sure you let me know. My goodness, I just want to catch up here on Facebook comments for a minute. I'm just going to flip this around. Hello, Claudia from the Netherlands. Good morning, Linda. Hi, Birdie. Hi, Hillary. Hi, Michael. Yeah, so good to see everybody. Yeah, it really, really is awesome. My goodness. Yes, and if you are joining us from Facebook, make sure you bok up. Now, we have more people chatting usually on... Oops, let me flip the camera. Sorry, folks. There we go. More people chatting usually over on YouTube. So I'm just going to flip the camera there. And there we go. There's our YouTube folks. Hi, Carrie. Hi, Suzanne. Yes, we just put the hoodie on camera. And I thought that might be kind of fun. But you notice that Max just sat calmly while I popped the hoodie over his head. First he said, I'm not sure I want to wear a turtleneck today, Mama. But, he popped it on. If it gets a little bit warmer, I might take it off on camera as well. And yeah, we're getting better at doing that on knees, aren't we, Max? Usually he likes to do that sitting on a perch inside, either a chair or a low perch. But I want Max to get a little bit better about doing hoodies and harnesses on knees. Yeah, we've done hoodie on and off a few times in the car, haven't we, Max? And my way of doing that is now to sit on a passenger seat. And set Max on my knee and then pop it off. And that seemed to work pretty good. Yes, Max. That means there's no chewing on the hoodie while we're driving. Yeah, not that you'd be a bad bird and do that, but yeah, you would really do that, wouldn't you, Max? Yeah, a few hoodies have a few beak marks on them. Hi, Aunt Jocelyn. Yes. Now, it's always fun to see who's joining us on chat, who's talking, where folks are joining us from, all that fun. Okay. All right, so we were talking there about Palooza a few minutes ago. It's going to start up a poll over here on YouTube asking if you're interested in coming to Palooza. And this is for my friends who are joining us from outside of Calgary. But if you're interested in traveling to Palooza and us making an event around it, hit yes. If you're not interested, hit no. And if you're interested but you don't think you can make it next year, hit I would if I could. So yeah, we've got that just hanging out on YouTube. Just collect some votes. And let me know if this is something you might be interested in 2026. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people saying I would if I could. That is so awesome. Yeah, I know it's a little out of reach for some people, but here's the thing. If you do come to Calgary, don't just come for Max, don't just come for Palooza. Come to visit Banff, come to visit Kananaskis, come to do some touristy stuff. Now, one tip from Sylvia is if you are coming in the fall, if you want to do things like Heritage Park, be aware that Heritage Park is only open on weekends. But things like the zoo are open year-round. Yeah, Sylvia says, I had so much fun in Calgary. You know what? Sylvia from Germany is our Calgary travel expert. She did everything. She went to Lake Louise. She went to Lake Minnewanka. She went to Banff. She went to Drumheller. She visited every park that she could find in Calgary. I mean, wow, just so much on the go. Yeah, Pie Girl says Lake Louise too. Yeah, Lake Louise is so much fun. Yeah, Jocelyn says I would if I could, can't afford it. Yeah, and I mean, we absolutely get that. We absolutely get that. Yeah, Max. Squeak, squeak. Yes, yes, yes. No, we had so much fun, and you know, we wanted to make sure it wasn't just about Palooza. This year when friends came to visit, we made sure that we met up with them a couple of times outside of Palooza. And yeah, I'll chat a little bit about some of our experiences outside of Palooza because they were kind of fun. So Friday, we met up with Sherry and Sylvia. And we made plans to meet up after work. And this is the night before Palooza. So we said we did not want to get together too late. It was going to be an early evening. And we made plans. And you know the best set plans. I had to get a hold of people last minute to say, oh my goodness, I need to change the venue. And that was because Max was on the radio. He was interviewed by CBC in studio right before our meetup. And rather than push the meetup half an hour later and have less time with Max, I said, how about we do Edworthy Park? It's really close to the studio where I need to be. And I sent information out and I said, hey, Edworthy Park, North Parking Lot. And it didn't even dawn on me, it didn't stop for a minute to think about it. And I sent that out, got confirmation from people, but I actually had a message into a friend saying, oh my goodness, if I can't get a hold of somebody, can you meet them? Just worrying because I don't ever want to stand somebody up. And I figure if somebody walks up to somebody I send them a picture of and says, hi, I'm from Max Moluccan with a message for you, and I need to take you to where he's at, it would work. And I know that just sounds silly, but I was worried that I couldn't get a hold of somebody, and I never want to ever stand anybody up, right, Max? But yeah, we did get a hold of everybody. But I met up with Sylvia, and we're looking around, and I got a text from Sherry. And I think this is such a funny story. And Sherry says, I'm here at the playground. And I text back, well, we're here. We're right beside Angels, which is a little cafe. And I sent a picture of Angels. And Sherry was looking around. Sylvia beat me there. And she'd looked around. And she said, well, I didn't see any playground. And there was some adult playground equipment. So we walked over and took a look at that. No Sherry. And then I figured I'd better call. So I grabbed the phone, placed a quick call because I figured let's figure out where she's at. And as soon as I got a hold of her, she said to me, Google Maps says I'm 15 minutes away. Could that be right? And we chatted for a quick minute, because she said she was at Edworthy Park, but Google said 15 minutes away. I said, yeah, that's right. It's a 15-minute drive, but don't worry, you're not going to drive, you're going to walk. And I know that and that pole, and I'll go back to the pole in just a second. Awesome. Yeah, so I said, but don't worry, you're not going to drive, you're going to walk. And I'm sure that that was just all sorts of confusing. Because if somebody says, yes, it's a 15-minute drive, but you're going to walk it, I mean, you'd kind of have some questions too. And I realized that as soon as I said it, just how baffling it sounded. And I said, walk into the park, ask the first person you see to point you towards the river, and you're going to just follow the path towards the river crossing, and we'll meet you there. And we walked into the park. She walked through the park, and we met up right in the middle of the park. And I was right. It was, it was a 5-minute walk. Not even. Like 2 minutes later, we'd connected. And I'm so glad she did not hop in the car and start driving for the other parking lot, because it was just, there was just a river in the way, and the road to get around it was quite a circuitous route. So, yeah, we could just walk. Right, Max? Yes. Yes, yes. Oh, yeah, it's fall here today. It's a little cooler. I know Angie's on the chat over on Facebook. I'm going to ask Angie to help me out. I don't know what the temperature is right now. Angie, can you let me know in the comments what the current temperature is in Calgary? And if you can let me know both Celsius and Fahrenheit, that would be fantastic. And I'll read it out for our friends. Yeah. Yeah, it's nice enough to be out. It's just a little chilly. Yeah, I'm going to flip the camera. I'm going to hop over to Facebook comments. Oh boy. Let's see if I can do this. Yay, flip, flip. There we go. There's Max. Oh yeah, Max knows that we're talking about him. Cute hoodie, Max. Looking handsome. Good morning, good morning. I don't know if Angie's on right now because I'm not seeing a comment from her. But I'll give it a couple of minutes. I'm just going to show off the other device. So yeah, we are streaming on 2 devices right now. We'll do it this way. Yay! I know, it just looks so silly, doesn't it? 2 devices. Okay, I'm going to flip that around. I'm going to pop that back in because I'm not seeing any comments on YouTube. Hi, Ashley. Hi, nothing. Oh my goodness, yeah. So, Raising Cane, Sharon's on board and she is answering some questions for us. Max is just sitting. He's pretty relaxed right now. He's looking a little bit tired, but I mean, oh my goodness, so much activity happening this past week, right, Max? Friend of ours joining us from Seattle. Yeah, there's not many people walking past today, Max. Maybe it'll pick up. Maybe there'll be more people to say hi to. You really do like being right beside the regional parkway, don't you, Max? Yeah, means that there's more people to see. There's more activity. Road's a little bit busy for all the cars, but it's okay when there's a parkway and pathway and people walking, right? Yeah. Yeah, the falls that we went to were just absolutely awesome. Now, Max has been out to Bragg Creek before, but he has never been out to Forget-Me-Not Pond or Elbow Falls. Tico's been out to Forget-Me-Not Pond. I don't know if Tico's been out to Elbow Falls. I don't think he's been out to Elbow Falls. But yeah, Max usually is the urban bird, and he does not like going out of town. But he's beginning to stretch his wings a little bit and become more and more comfortable going all sorts of interesting places. Comment here, Max and Einstein would have been loads of fun. Absolutely. Did you know that we actually thought about Einstein? We even posted a video with a nod to Einstein yesterday. We saw a squirrel and said, oh my gosh, we've got to tell Einstein about the squirrel. And then somebody told Max that in the comments that squirrels like apples, and Max is now very concerned about squirrels. I don't think they're going to steal your apples though, buddy, okay? Just tie this up a little bit more. Yeah, that looks so cute. So I don't know about the weather today. Does anybody remember Halloween last year? Back up in the comments if you do. One of the Halloween events we did last year was go to a party over at a place called Lights on the Common, which is a house that does an amazing music and lights show. And we went over there for their launch party last year and the year before. But tonight I'm seeing the forecast is calling for cooler weather, possibly rain or snow. So I'm not sure if it's going to be warm enough to take Max over to it, but we'll monitor. And if it's warm enough, Max will be at the party. Right, Max? And that's always a fun party to go to. But Max absolutely enjoys Halloween, and we're going to start getting some of our Halloween stuff out. Right, Max? I know, it's already October. Tico's had his first pom, and we need to start thinking about Halloween. Yeah. What do you think, Max? Yeah, we'll go to that party and get some film if we can go to it. It depends a lot on the weather. Like anything else, right? The weather impacts things. But if it's warm enough, we'll go, Max. And I know Max really, really enjoys that. Oh, yeah. You're pretty quiet today, Max. Can I get a buck, buck, buck? Can I get a buck, buck, buck? No box to give. I got some more comments happening over on Facebook. Max, can I get a buck, buck, buck? Up, up, uppy, up. Can I get a buck, buck, buck? Buck, buck. Buck, buck. Do you need to go poop, maybe? Go poops. We'll go over here. Go poop. Super pooper. You're a trooper. Nope. How about a buck, buck, buck? Can I get a buck, buck, buck? Any buck, bucks? Buck, buck. No, Mom, you're doing a good enough job barking for me. That was more of a bark than a bark. How about a buck, buck, buck? Buck, buck. That was so awesome, Max. Max did have a buck to give. So awesome. That was great, Max. Got a buck, buck. Buck, buck, buck. Yeah, Max is feeling kind of quiet right now, but that's okay. And I'm here too. Mama George is chatting in the background. All right, Max, you want my knee again? Or do you want my... Okay, you like my arm. All right, I'll just rest my arm on my knee. There we go. That way I don't have to hold up too much weight. Yeah, you're a quiet boy today, honey. Is it nap time? Now, one thing that I noticed with the flock, the days are getting shorter. And that means dawn is coming. Oh, yawn. Oh, big yawn, yeah. What? You gonna chat for me? What do you see? Okay, I'll talk then. Yeah, but I've noticed that the days are getting shorter. I mean, this is no surprise, right? It happens every single year. And what happens, the flock tends to wake up as the morning light starts to come in. And they say, "Good morning, folks." They start to play quietly in the cage. They wake up gently. I don't walk down usually until I hear them stirring. So that means as the days get shorter, I come down later and later. But they like to just entertain themselves. They'll play a little bit. They'll mutter around. They'll putter around. And just as the day starts going, right, Max? And then they take a nap in the morning with their nap time. And they get snacks, and they get lunch, and they get naps, and they get play, and then they get dinner, and then it's bedtime. And what happens is the days get shorter. Dinner time keeps getting weirder for them. You know, the day's shorter, so they get up later. Nap time's shifted, their activity time's shifted, and that means every week our live streams at the same time, so you see just a little bit different activity. And right now we are in nap time. Yeah, I know, Max, no coffee for you, but I need the coffee. You go, Minnie? Step on Minnie. Good job. Yeah. Well, it's also molt season. I see a feather I really want to get. Can I get that one? Oh, thank you. What about this one over here? Thank you. Well, we don't chew on our leash. No, we don't. Look at the cams. Yes, Max. But as the days get shorter, it also means that night gets earlier. So bedtime gets earlier. Mango sets his bedtime based on when it gets dark out. And now it's getting dark really early. So Mango's getting quite shirty with me around 4 o'clock in the afternoon saying, "Dinner's late." Buddy, it's nowhere close to dinner time. We just had lunch. But yeah. No, he likes to set times just based on the sun. But I mean, that's the way we used to set time, right? We used to read time with the sun. We'd have, instead of the clocks that we have today, we'd have a sundial. We'd know when noon was, right, Max? Just the angle of the sun would tell us what time it was. Yes, Max. I know. And yeah, days are getting shorter. That means the nights are getting cooler, and that means it's cooler earlier in the evening, and we're not going out for as long walks, right, Max? So this time of year, I try to get outside with Max during lunch if I can, but it hasn't happened this week at all. I do work from home, but it has been a crazy busy week at work. Yeah. I know, buddy. I know. Are you a happy boy? You're happy and you know what? Bok Bok Bok. If you're just joining the live, hello and welcome. Always good to see people. Last couple of lives have been a little bit quieter, I've noticed. Not as many people joining. I guess, or maybe people are just not sticking around as long because Max is not being quite as active. Who caught our videos from this week? Yeah, we had a lot of fun videos. One of my personal favorites was Max with the aliens. So we'll give you a little bit of backstory on that video. Maybe if I talk, Max is going to start talking back, and that's what I keep hoping. There's some people walking, maybe Max is going to talk to them. But the video with the aliens from Planet Snarfians, what happened there is our friend Sylvia noticed that there was a night market in Marda Loop, and she let us know about that. So we went to that on the Friday night. I think she was a little bit surprised that, and she said she was planning on doing that. I said, "Oh, I think we'll come too. We'll head down to there." And then we hung out with her there, which was fun. But the next night, I noticed that there was a nightlight festival. And I let her know about that. Let her know when we were Oh, pardon me. When we were heading down to it, I think she'd done Heritage Park that afternoon, and we went down there and met up with her. We had a heck of a time finding parking, but then we walked around the entire festival, and one of the installations, it was all done by artists, was the planets. And the planets were those big glowing orbs. They were inflatable, and they had different colored lights, and they kept changing colors. And they had some smoke, and it was, perfectly safe, dry ice type smoke. It's a smoke machine, not a problem for Max, not a problem for me. Smoke that was a problem was a few people were smoking weed around there. So we walked pretty quickly when we ran into that, because Max cannot inhale any of that, right, Max? No. Yeah, smoke's no good for birds. But we hung out in the crowd a little bit, and there were some puppeteers, and they had Muppets sort of like you'd see on Sesame Street or Muppets. Really, really well-constructed puppets. And they were aliens with 3 eyes that lit up, and one of them spotted Max, and oh my goodness, and we had a little bit of fun playing with them. So one thing, so I'll give you 3 facts about Momager. Momager is an introvert. She can play, number 2, she can play the part of an extrovert. Number 3, when she runs into somebody, what's going on, Max? Kid yelling, yeah. But when she runs into somebody in costume who's willing to play, yeah, I hear the kids screaming too, Max. I guess it's polite to scream back. I know, Max. Yeah, but when I run into somebody in costume, whether it's Ursula's Sea Witch, whether it's the Yip Yips, whether it's aliens, we are going to play with them. Oh, and there goes a police car. You just turned into our little area. I hope everything's okay. Yeah, you never quite know when you see police go past. It's okay, Max. Yeah, I know. No sirens, that's a good sign, right, Max? Okay, we're going to give your foot a bit of a scritchy. Does that scritchy foot feel good? Looking around, buddy. What's going on? What's going on? Oh, we'll see. We'll find out, right, Max? I'm just preening Max's feet a little bit. So Max's feet, Sylvia and Sherry will tell you they are very, very warm when he's warm. They're a little cooler when he's not overly warm. But when he gets too hot, they are just little blast furnaces. And they are covered in little scales. And that's what I'm just preening right now. Because Max is not good at preening his own feet. So every so often, I just give a little bit of a scratch through the scales. And the ones that are older and dried are going to come off. Does not hurt him. It's just shedding a little bit of dry skin. So I'm just doing that right now. I try to do that on a regular basis. Right, Max? He does not mind at all. I usually do it when I see a little bit of foot skin coming up. And it's just preening it, just keeping it in good order. Right after Max has had a bath, usually he leaves little bits of scale everywhere. Because they, usually softens his feet a little bit. But yeah, when he has new scales come in, the old ones come off. But he's not very good at preening his feet, so I'm going to preen his feet for him. And he does not mind that at all. Yeah. Oh, yeah, Max. Does that feel good? That feels good. I hear kids playing. Yes. Do you hear kids playing, Max? Yeah, the rest of the flock's indoors right now. Mango, last I spotted him, was chewing on a bit of wood. Tico was preening, as was Tikal. Tico and Tikal had a really, really long bath last night. We streamed it. And when we stream baths, we tend to take our time with them. When I'm not streaming, we tend to do faster baths, right, Max? Yeah. Sometimes we just step into the shower. Not right, Max? Okay. Good job, buddy. Good job. All those dry bits of skin. So what did the flock have for breakfast? We had watermelon. Yes. Found watermelon this week, just a mini one. It was still pretty good. I had watermelon, the flock had watermelon. Max quite likes it, it's sweet. Mango's decided he likes watermelon this year. Last year he just turned his beak up at it. So Mango's tastes are changing a bit. He's trying new foods. Do you see somebody walking, buddy? Do you see somebody walking? Hello. I know, Max. I know. Yeah, it is a little bit shady here. It's just because the sun's just coming through the trees. They've still got a little bit of leaves on them. It'd be a bit warmer if we had a bit more sun, but yeah, I kind of have to sit where I can in this little area here. Right, Max? Yes. What do you think? Yeah, Carrie. Max, do you know how to do the watermelon crawl? No, just the watermelon munch. Yeah. No, they really do enjoy watermelon. What I do when I give them watermelon is I wash the watermelon. I wash the rind really, really well. And then I slice it and I hand them a piece with the rind. And they can hold onto the rind and eat the watermelon. Bit of juice tends to run onto the feet. Unavoidable. But keeps it from falling apart and gives them something to hold. And they will eat right down into a bit of the white of the rind. They like to eat all of the pink and a little bit just where it starts to turn white. Yeah. Nice and juicy. Anne Marie says, Happy Canadian Thanksgiving Day. Nicole, Max, Mango, Tico, and Tikal. Well, thank you so much. Yes, it is Thanksgiving this weekend. So Monday is Thanksgiving holiday for Canada. I know the States Thanksgiving is in November, but we get it in Canada in October. And yeah, it's fairly low key. I tend to hang around home. With my parents, we don't really do a lot for Thanksgiving. I know some people put on big Thanksgiving dinners, but our family really doesn't. I might make pumpkin pie and take that over to my parents' place. My dad likes pie, and you're so noisy, Pumpkin. Yeah, and I've got some, I've set myself up so I'm ready to make that inside, right, Max? Because I like pie too. Yeah, because I have allergies. Usually if I want any baked goods, I get to bake them myself. Right, Max? Yes. Yeah. Oh, how are your feet? Yeah, how's that feel? Is that good? Is that good? Good? Yeah, it feels good. Does that feel good? Good? Yeah? Oh, so good. It's a kid yelling. It's okay, honey. You see people walking? Can I get another Bok Bok Bok? Hi, girl's got a great question. She asks. Oops, we're gonna bark. Do you see a dog? Where's the dog, honey? I don't see him. It's a lot of barking. Where's the dog? It's just a little kid screaming. I don't think peeping like that's going to attract them. But if you balk, maybe they'll come. How about a Bok Bok? How about a Bok Bok Bok? How about a Bok Bok Bok? Bok Bok Bok. Bok Bok Bok. Yeah, you might. Are you barking for Tango, or do you see another dog around here? Telling us all the doggo news. Well, I'm sure there's a dog around here somewhere, but I don't see him, buddy. Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Where's the dog? Max likes to tell the news to all the dogs. He'll occasionally chirp for some of the birds. But yeah, he loves to bark. I posted a reel today, this morning. It's on both Facebook and on YouTube. And after the stream, not right now, but after the stream, go check it out. It's on Shorts on YouTube, and it's a regular reel on Facebook. And it's Max meeting a lady in Boatnest Park. It was actually when we were out with Sylvia, and I think it happened when Sylvia was inside grabbing us a couple of coffees to drink. And she had a juice and I had a coffee. Yeah, it's kind enough to go inside because we can't go inside with Max into a food place to get any food. So yeah. But we were outside and the lady walked over to say hello, and Max was super sweet and he said, "Hi, Max." And he knows, what he's doing there is he's really saying, he's saying hi to somebody and introducing himself and encouraging them to say hi, Max, back to him. And then he spotted a dog and I said, "Hey, are you going to bark for the dog?" And I swear, if you listen closely, his first bark, he says, "Bark, bark, bark." And then he says a couple more sweet things, and then he actually woof, woof, woof at a dog. But I swear, the first time he barks at the dog, he says, "Bark, bark, bark." And I just thought that was so hilarious. But I want you to listen to that and tell me if you hear the same thing. It's sort of a cross between him barking and saying the word bark. And the second time, it's just the normal woof, woof, woof. But I thought it was pretty funny. Yeah, no, Max is having fun today. He's enjoying hanging out. Do you want to sit on my knee again? Is it warming up? Oh, we got a bit of sun coming. Yeah, we got a bit of sun coming. We're going to stay live for a little bit. Tango says I teach him words. Annabeth says, "Can you make him dance?" I cannot make Max do anything. He's going to do what he wants to do. Right now, there's no music playing, so he's probably not going to want to dance. He dances when he hears music. That's when he's in the mood. He gets in the groove and decides to tap a toe and raise a crest. And when other people dance with him. Max, do you want to do the Kyle dance? So Max has a little dance that he does with his Uncle Kyle. And when he sees Uncle Kyle, they always do this little bit of a head swoop dance. And I'm going to see here. So what Kyle does is he swoops his head and swoops his head and swoops his head, and Max dances. And Max was very proud that he taught his buddy Brian how to do the Kyle dance. And he danced with both of them at Palooza. So Max, do you want to dance with me? Let's see if we can do a head bop dance. Does Mom not do it the same as Kyle? I'm just a rock in here and trying to dance with Max. And he's saying, what the heck, Mom? What the heck? No head bop dance. Oh my goodness. Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, not in the mood to dance right now. So Max, is it warming up a bit? So let me know in the comments. Do you want me to take off Max's hoodie? Do you want to see how it looks when he gets undressed? You want me to take it off on camera? Ooh la la, striptease with Max. What the heck? Hello. Is it awesome? Do you see people? Hello. Oh, that's sweet, Max. Yeah, you saw people. Oh, so sweet, Max. Oh, Sasha says, no, I think he looks cute with his hoodie. All right. You know what? We're going to have to put this one to a vote. I'm going to flip this around. We got more barking. This is awesome. Max is coming to life. All right, we'll toss that one up to a poll. Hoodie on or off? And that is a poll just here on YouTube. Yeah, I can't do the polls when I'm doing a live on Facebook, but you can let me know in the comments. Yeah, Max is doing the bark bark. I'm going to flip the camera. Oops, can I flip the camera? There we go. I flipped the camera. So hoodie on or off? I'm going to let you vote. I know the hoodie's pretty boss, but what we're voting on here is whether or not to take off the hoodie on camera, because he's going to have to get undressed before he goes in anyhow, or after he goes in. So it's up to you. Hi, Sylvia. Hi, Yolanda. Hi, Josie. Hi, Sherry. Hi, Lori. Oh, my goodness. Raisin Cane's talking about crustless pumpkin pie. It's basically custard. That sounds good. Yeah, I actually probably going to make some crusts. My father really likes the traditional pies, so what I love making is pumpkin cheesecake. Now that's delicious. Really delicious. Hello. Bok Bok to Mango Tico as well, says Yolanda. Thank you, Yolanda. Christine likes your hoodie. Hey, Rachel. I don't want to answer a phone call right now. We got 50 stars from Susan. Thank you, Susan. Thank you, Susan. I'm sorry, Susan. I did not spot that earlier. I just picked up the phone. Yolanda's saying hoodie stays on. All right. We're going to come over here. Oh my goodness. And we've got the vote going wild. I'll leave the poll open for another minute over on YouTube. Do you want me to take off the hoodie on camera? Yes or no? And you get to let me know over on YouTube, on or off. On or off. All right, we'll give a minute for the poll, and that's whether or not you want Max to get undressed on camera. No, Raising Cane says hers is glitching a little bit. Is it glitching for anyone else? Let her know in the comments. Yeah, it's what we're hooked up to right now. We are hooked up to Wi-Fi. And how do I know that for sure? Because I'm sitting right outside my house, and the device I'm using for YouTube streaming does not have a phone card in it. It only will work if I've got attached to Wi-Fi. And that's why I stay so close to the house that I'm doing a dual stream. I also have really, really glitchy phone service around my house here. When I moved in 10 years ago, it was kind of cute and funny. They were still building this complex. We were the furthest thing on the edge of the city. It's like, okay, yeah, I'm just at the edge of a cell zone, and we're overpowering how many cell zones that they can support, or how many devices it can support. It's kind of cute. 10 years in, it's not so cute. It is not so cute when it's known as a cell dead zone to everybody in the community. It's not so cute when I lose phone calls inside of my house because I've got my phone sitting on the wrong part of my desk. I actually need to put the phone on a certain part of the desk to make sure that it is not losing connection. And it's not so cute when delivery people are unable to find my house and their phones are not working when they get in close. Yeah, not so cute then, right? Yeah. Oh, Sharon says just her. Yeah, that's frustrating. It really, really is. Well, what do you think, Max? Do you want to take your hoodie on or off? Okay. On. I'm going to end the poll. Let's see how we did on the poll. Let's see how we did. Poll results are coming up. The poll, we've got on 63%, off 37%. So Max is keeping on his hoodie. Oh, Pie Girl's got the question. I'm sorry, Pie Girl. I spotted the question, then Max started barking, and I yelled squirrel. Yes, Pie Girl's wondering if we're going to do another Halloween collab video with friends. We actually have not decided yet if we're going to do a Halloween collab with friends. Last year we didn't have very many people who were interested in joining in on that, but we do love doing the collabs with friends. So, Pie Girl, I know you've collabed with us before. What I'm going to say, Pie Girl, you've got, and actually I'm going to say this to anybody on the stream, if you're interested in doing a Halloween collab with Max, what you're going to do is you're going to either take a photo or a short video, 10-second video, no longer, I mean, if it's longer, I'll crop it, of your bird. And I mean, Max does not discriminate. We've had lizards, we've had chickens, we've had dogs in his Halloween videos too. So, we're opening it to birds, but also any animal who's identifying themselves as a bird for the video is fine too. Your feathered, your furred, your scaly friends, do a photo or a short video. Make it a little bit Halloween or fall themed. And, it can be as easy as including a pumpkin. Maybe in front of a window with some fall foliage behind. If you've got anything Halloween-y in your house, set it up with a prop. If you absolutely cannot do anything Halloween-y, just send me what you have, and the Halloween witch might visit, which has happened to videos before. But yeah, our website, www.maxthemoluccan.com. You can send us an email off of that, and send us an email off of that to get our email address to send the video to, and just let us know that you're interested, video or photo. I'm going to say that I want all of the submissions to come in through the website. If you're interested, let me know on the website, because I'm going to look on the website for everybody who's messaged me that they're interested and they're going to send us a video or a photo. And if it's not on the website, I'm going to think that I've got everything, because a previous year, I had things coming in everywhere and it was really, really hard to keep track of. And I felt bad that I missed out on somebody. So I'm going to make it easy on myself. If you're interested, send it in through the website, www.maxthemoluccan.com, and let us know that you're interested in participating in the Halloween collab. Get your video or photo ready and send it in to us on our email. And you'd never guess, it's maxthemoluccan@gmail.com. But if you send us a note on our website, there's a contact form there. I will respond and you'll get an email back from us saying send your video or email or photo here. But keep it short. And, I also want you to say, I'm going to send you something and you've got permission to use it. And this way we know that we're good. And if we've got enough people who are interested, we will do a collab, okay? Oh, Carrie says, I even bought a harness for my plushie. That is so sweet. And that's another thing you can do as well. If you do not have a furred or feathered friend and you want to participate and you've got a Max plushie, absolutely do a shoot with your Max plushie. Get a Halloween photo or a short 10-second Halloween video, and we'll include that in the collab. That would be so much fun, right, Max? Yeah. And make sure you let us know where you're coming from. And if you are sending us a video or a photo, when you message us on the thing, let us know who's in the video or photo, because it's also really, really hard to keep track of. And if I know that you're sending me something and you're going to send me a video from Spooky the Salamander, I'll know. If it's Boo the Budgie, I'll know, and that really helps me keep track. Yeah, no, it is so much fun. Yes, Isaiah, we do have Max Moluccan plushies. We did it as a limited order last year, and the company that we did them through, Gimme Swag, did do a few extra, which are available on their website right now. When they're gone, they're gone, and the plushie is actually super, super sweet. The plushie is reversible. It's got a hoodie on it. That's its superpower. It's got a hoodie. And it's a reversible hoodie. It's orange on one side, purple on the other. These are a couple of Max's favorite colors. And orange is perfect for Halloween. Hello. Yeah. I walked past earlier. I could have sworn he walked past going that same direction. Are we in the Newman show, Max? Is this person doing laps? Maybe. Here come some kids, Max. It's awesome. You gonna say hello to them? Awesome. Hello. You gonna say hello, Max? Can I get a Bok Bok Bok? Hi. Can I get a Bok Bok Bok, Max? Hi. Bok Bok. Yeah, you see them. Awesome. Can you say hello? Hello. Oh, you can go poop if you need to, Max. Go poop, then you're ready for a hello? Okay. Can I get a hello? Hi. Hi, Max. Hey. You got an upside down head. Oh my goodness, Max is interested. Wow, Max. He is Max the Moluccan on YouTube. He saw us on YouTube. We're actually live streaming on YouTube right now. Okay. So if you go home and you check out YouTube and the live stream at 1 hour and 4 minutes into the live stream, you'll see us talking to you, and you'll see that Max just went poop. So that's today's live stream, right, buddy? Yeah, no apples out here right now, Isaiah. Hello. Hello, Max. Max, can I get a Bok Bok Bok? We got an upside down head, 2 upside down heads. Can I get a Bok Bok Bok? Can I get a Bok 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 for your friends? Bok Bok. Well, it was 1 Bok. All right, 1 Bok will do, Max. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All right, that was fun, Max. Yeah, but we were talking about the plushies, and yeah, you met some. It was awesome. You met some. You met some kids. You did a big, big wet splattery poop. Oh, now we got some barks. Mango's doing great. Yeah, Mango's hanging out inside right now. We're going to see Mango in a few minutes, right, Max? I know, Max. I know. Hello. Awesome. Are you happy you know it? And your Bok will surely show it. Oh my gosh, it was busy. I don't have the exact number, but we did set a record at Palooza. The afternoon got super, super busy. We set an attendance record and we set an income record for the Parrot Club. The Calgary Parrot Club uses events like Palooza as their fundraising for the year, and it's admissions and sales at the table. Sold a lot of memberships as well, which was fantastic. If you are in Calgary, you should be a member of the Calgary Parrot Club. What are the benefits of membership at the Parrot Club? You get discounts at some local stores, including Parrot Trends, Pisces, and a few others. You get, and actually there's a whole list of where you get discounts, and the discounts alone are worth it. You get to go to Parrot Club meetings. There are meetings once a month. We do not meet during July or August, and those meetings are a lot of fun. And we usually have a guest speaker. We've got events happening for members. Our next meeting is going to be a toy making meeting, which is always fun. And the meeting after that is going to be the Christmas social. And it's going to be a potluck, as they always do, and it's always fun. Quite often birds show up. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened at Parrot Club this week. We went on Wednesday. I know, Max, you did Parrot Club meeting after Palooza. It was such a busy week. But it was a really, really unique experience. So we walked into Parrot Club. A few other people were there. And Thumper was there already. So, all right, there's 2 Moluccans. It's a Moluccan party. Chom was there, but he did not bring Corky. So it's like, sorry, buddy, there's only going to be 2 Moluccans tonight. Oh, boy, were we ever wrong. So a couple of other birds came in. A little budgie came in. We got a couple of cakes. And we jokingly, when we started the meeting, we said we should rename it the Calgary Moluccan Club. Because we had Max. And we had Thumper. They're up to 2. And then another Moluccan walks in. And then another Moluccan walks in. Awesome. And then another Moluccan walked in. We had, sorry, let me count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We had 5, or was it 6 Moluccans? I've got a video. I'm going to have to go check. It was Moluccan everywhere. We had more Moluccans than I thought we had in the city. Yeah. Now, in the Parrot Club, we actually have 8 Moluccan cockatoos that we know of. Because Tom has 1. Yeah, we had 5 at the meeting, but we've got 8 Moluccans that we know of. Mango was not there. Corky was not there. And our friend from Parrot Trends also owns a Moluccan, also named Max, and he was not there. But we could have had 8 Moluccans if everybody would have shown at the meeting. but we had 5 Moluccans, and that was just astonishing. So none of the Moluccans appreciated it when a little bird did zoomies overhead. And yeah, Max showed them you raise your crest and you flare your eyes and you open your wings and you say, "Not here, little one. Do not fly by me." And yeah, we had every Moluccan in the room say, "No flybys." It was kind of cute, but the Moluccans were super, super well behaved. Carrie says, "Too bad Cosmo didn't come to Palooza." Cosmo's not in Calgary, so yeah. But Palooza, we did have the 2 social media, the 2 Calgary social media birdies, Max the Moluccan and Gizmo the Gray. We were both there, right, Max? Yeah, we were so busy at Palooza, we actually opened up a back room. Back room might not have been optimal, but Max went there. We hung out with Brian, with Fozzie and Friends, and also a Vasa Parrot, which was fantastic. Right, Max? Yeah. Oh, I'm Sky. No, I'm preening your foot again because I wasn't finished preening your foot earlier. Still getting a little bit of dry skin. Yeah. So I want to get in between your toes. Got some dry skin there, honey. Yeah. Ready to come off and showcase the nice fresh skin underneath. Yeah. Mom, leave my toesies alone. Oh yeah. No, when he preens, that's also, when he molts, that's also the time that some of the older skin on his feet comes off. And yeah. And because I noticed that we've got some coming off, I'm just trying to encourage it, because Max is not good at preening his own feet. Yeah, I know you can reach it, but you choose not to. He's beautiful. Thank you. No, it's actually, we've had a lot of fun. So, Max, are you quieting down again? I'm going to grab the Facebook stream first. Yeah, 2 upside down heads for people. That was pretty good, Max. Yes. Good job, buddy. Good job. What a good boy. I hear you, brother. Awesome. So I'm going to flip this around. Yeah, all of the information, even on the plushies, is available off of our website. Oh, an update on Max merch. So Canada Post is changing the details of their strikes. So they are now doing a rotating strike, which means mail's getting through, but it's going to be slow. And, rather than having daily mail delivery, they're going to deliver one day and not another one. So they're going to let some stuff creep through, which is good news. So that means Max merch is available, but shipping out of Calgary might be a little bit on the slow side. We still have an issue with shipping to the States because of what's happening with tariffs and the need to prepay them before shipping. I'll check and see if Canada Post has got a good answer to that. What we will be doing just before Christmas, we'll be doing at least one shipment through something like a Chit Chats. It does involve driving all the way across town to do drop-offs, so we'll do that one as a scheduled shipment, and people can pre-book for that shipment, and that way we can get things off into the States at a reasonable shipping cost. Flat items can still go to the States now that our Canada Post is off of their rotating strike. We can get those out again. Or they're onto just a rotating strike rather than a full strike. We can get those out again, right, Max? And that means that we've got a City of Calgary car marked security. That's weird, especially for this area. But yeah, so we've got, that's going to be going out. We are working on our calendar. I put out a call a few weeks back for people to help me pick out some pictures for it. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, E.T. Max does not say bad words, and we never encourage that. You know, not with a bird that can live as long as Max can. Oh, somebody was not happy on the road. Yeah. Bye, Marco. Yeah, but we're going to have our calendars, and we'll have a couple of options for those. Last year we did a calendar that had, we either had Max or Mix, and we want to keep it a little bit simpler this year, so we're going to do a Max calendar, and we're going to have a centerfold page that's got Max with the flock, so that we do have a nod to the rest of the flock. Yeah, Max. Yeah. Sylvia says, I like my flock t-shirt. It's so soft. Yeah. Sylvia got a shirt. Sherry got a couple of shirts as well. She did something super interesting with them. And I did not realize you could do this with a t-shirt. And of course you can. Why did this never dawn on me before? But she tailored hers. And I thought it was the best idea in the world. So they look super, super good on her. She shortened them a bit and she tailored them. And oh my goodness, so sharp. I'm going to actually be tailoring my t-shirts. Yeah. Now that I realize you can. I've got a sewing machine. I can tailor them. And yeah. Because I've got some that just don't fit quite right and they bulge up weird over the hips, and I think I'm going to shorten some and just put a little bit of a hip slit so it sits neatly over the hips, and yeah, and you know, I can just make them perfect for me, so I love that idea. Yeah, we're pretty happy with the quality of the shirts. One thing you'll notice with things like our greeting cards, our magnets, anything like that, here's a little tip. Mama Dear used to own a print shop and a publishing company. She is super, super picky about quality of stuff. Yeah. So when you see our greeting cards, you know how most greeting cards have a picture on the outside and white in the inside, or maybe a greeting on the inside? Ours are printed outside and in. They are pretty special. Yeah. Because, hey, why not, right? We might as well do something super special. And I see we've got a chat super come in. Grim123 just sent us £2 on a super sticker. Yes, Sasha, our shirts are on Etsy and we can ship those worldwide right now. We've actually got a solution where if you are ordering shirts and you're in the States, we can get them to you from the States, so you don't have to worry at all about tariffs with the shirts. Thanks, April. Yeah. For a small treat. Thank you so much. Yeah, Raisin Keen says, great idea. Sorry, did I say it was Sylvia? It was Sherry who came up with that idea. Oh my goodness. I need to pay more attention. It was Sherry who came up with that idea on tailoring. Such a good idea. Sherry, she just dresses so sharp, and when I spotted her in the t-shirt, I felt frumpy, even though we were wearing the same t-shirt. I know, Max. But yeah, I definitely have to tailor some shirts. Just pull out the sewing machine, right, Max? Oh my goodness. Yeah, Max and myself are matching today. Yeah, we're wearing the same color. Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff in the laundry. Yeah. I know, Max, I know. Yeah, are you being a good boy? Being such a good boy. So I keep seeing all these vehicles saying NovaCloud driving past today. They're going both directions, and I'm not sure if it's the same truck going both directions or if we've got multiples in the area. It's just a little bit weird. All right, Max. Well, I think we're going to think about ending the stream. I want to say thank you to everybody for joining us. April says she loves Max's crinkly eyes. So awesome, so awesome. I'm just going to hop onto Facebook for a minute and flip around and just check if we've got any last minute comments. Awesome. Thanks, Tasha. Make sure you give us a like and a follow. Oh, Linda says, I really like Max with his hoodie, but when you're ready to end the live, maybe take it off. You know what? We did vote. We'd left it on for the live. Why don't we do that? Why don't we do that just as we're ending the live? Okay? Max, do you want to take off your hoodie? I'm going to put my knee down. I'm going to drop the cameras. As I said, I was ending the stream. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drop the cameras onto my lap. Yeah, we'll see everyone at Einstein's tomorrow. I'm going to get undressed, honey. Okay. I'm going to just reach around. I'm going to undo. Well, it's okay, honey. Undo the Velcro. Velcro 1. Velcro 2. Yeah, because we're going to go inside. No, don't. Not there, hun. Stay on my lap. Stay on my lap. It's okay, hun. Okay. So we just did the Velcro. No, don't chew on the hoodie. All right. And I'm just going to pop the hoodie off. There we go. It's that simple. Okay, next. Up. Arm. Oh, Mom. What was that? Now I'm my feathers are all fluttered. Yeah, step onto my knee. No, Mom, I'm not going to do that. You took off my hoodie. I'll say no. No. Yeah, so this one's very powdery right now. But yeah, just so you see how the hoodie goes on. It goes over top of his head. His head goes through here. And then these flaps are here. So Max goes in here. I put this flap down. Then I tuck this flap underneath this and Velcro it. And this flap underneath his wings and I Velcro it. And these are the wing holes. And his wings are on the outside, so he has full ability to flap, just like you'd wear an outfit. But because his wings are not going to fit through the sleeves too well, it just slots around. Yeah. Well, what's going on, buddy? Oh, there come people walking. Yeah, here come some people walking. We're just going to move the cameras over towards us so we don't get to them on the camera. We're going to move it back to us. Hello. Hello. It's awesome, Max. It's awesome. Oh, so awesome. Yeah. All right. So, Max, you're now undressed. You ready?
I'm undressed.
Yeah? Are you good, Max? Oh, now we're going to bark. Seriously, buddy? As soon as I say we're ending the stream, you start showing off. All right, step onto my knee. Knee. Thank you. All right, Facebook people, I want to say thank you to each and every one of you. All right, have a wonderful day, Facebook people. Okay, Facebook is done. We're gonna bark, bark, bark. Yep, just his harness. He's fully feathered, so, you know, not a problem with one of the girl birds sees him. Yeah, you did see a female Moluccan on Wednesday, didn't you? Fortunately, he was not too interested in her. Yeah, no, it's always so much fun to hang out with every birdie. Big heart, yeah. Yeah. No, it was kind of fun just to pop off the hoodie and show everybody how that happens. Make sure you give us thumbs up. Make sure you give us a like. Make sure you give us a follow. Thank you again for all the super stickers, the super chats. Thank you to all of our subscribers. We appreciate each and every one of you. Yeah, we're back to a more normal schedule. Next Saturday, we might end up streaming early because I do have something to do at 11 o'clock, our usual streaming time. So we're probably going to go on a little bit early, but I'll post the, why don't we say we're going to go an hour early next Saturday, but I'll post up a reminder about that. Okay, everybody? Yeah, we appreciate each and every one of you. Special thank you to Max's Auntie Sylvia and Auntie Sherry, who were on the stream today. Uncle Kay, I think, was watching as well. Extra shout out to Reason Kane, our moderator. We really appreciate you. Yeah, it's awesome. Oh my goodness, awesome, 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 awesome. Max, are you happy? Yeah. Yeah, you saw them. Good job, Max. Good job. Every time I try to end the stream, people start going past and you start talking. Yeah, okay. I just don't want to miss out on the fun. But yes, folks, so we'll end the stream. Have yourself a wonderful, wonderful weekend. Happy Thanksgiving to my friends in Canada. We might do a pop-up on Thanksgiving Day for you. Bok Bok. Sylvia says, hi, Uncle K. Love it. Yeah, Sylvia and Sherry know who he is. Good job.